Today's Vinyasa yoga session will support the stage 6 task of connecting to your body by setting goals and making progress. It's important as we move our body in yoga, making it a priority, that we make sure that our goals and what we're seeking are not set by anybody else. That we're not seeking some impossible beauty standard set by commercials and advertising and media and the movies. But what are your goals for yourself? Goals to be healthy, goals to have more energy, or specific goals of having certain physical skills. If you can be very, very specific with your goals, then you can make progress. So your question to consider today as we enjoy this yoga session is, what is one simple goal for your body or for your nutrition, perhaps even for your sleep? Let's set one specific goal and let's think about small steps we could make to progress towards that goal. Let's make a plan. We'll begin by setting up the breath. Today we're going to try a 3-part breath, where we inhale and feel it through the head and the throat, the chest, and then the belly. So into the head, the chest, then the belly fills. Then we exhale in reverse, the belly in, chest in, and head. And then again, in through the head, chest, belly. Now squeeze in the belly, out, belly, chest, head. And we can squeeze it down to get out a little bit more. Again, inhale, head, chest, belly, and exhale, belly, chest, head. Let's do a few more of those. Inhale, and exhale. Squeeze the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale, head, chest, belly, and exhale, belly, chest, head. Again. One more. And return to breathing normally. Let's get started. So we'll start with a seated position. You might want to sit on a block. If you'd like extra support, you can put blocks under your knee. Be sure to support yourself in any way that you need today. That can be different every day. And also be sure to try different moves with different props just to explore how it feels differently. Props are your friend. So we'll begin in the seated position for a bit of a seated warm-up. We'll just start by taking a couple of cat-cows. So we'll round the back for cat. Inhale, arch the back for cow. Exhale, round the back for cat. Exhale, arch the back. Let's keep going a few more of these. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. And return to center. Now, on your next inhale, we'll take the arms up and twist around to the right. Hands can be on the ground. You might want the left hand on the right knee. You might look to the side wall. You might look to the back. Taking a twist. Sitting up nice and tall. Breathe. On your next inhale, we'll take the arms up, back through center and over to the left side. Open up for a twist. Again, hands can just both be on the ground or the right hand on the left knee. Maybe looking to the side wall, maybe looking to the back. Sitting up nice and straight. It's an active sit. Strong abs. Breathe. On your next inhale, bring the arms up, nice and tall, and back to center. Next, we'll take a bound angle. We'll bring the feet together in front of you. You might want to support this position with blocks under the knees or not. You can also scoot the feet out any distance in front of you. Find that place where bound angle is comfortable and enjoyable for you. You can bring them in closer or further out. Everyone is different and every day is different. So we'll breathe here for a moment in bound angle. And then we'll reach the heart forward to fold over any amount, a lot or a little. There is no ideal. Reaching out with the heart. Breathe. Some exhales might find you moving a little deeper, although it's not necessary. On your next inhale, rise up to sit, and we will extend the feet out for a wide leg forward fold. Now, for this move, you might just stay right here. You might sit on one of your blocks, or you might use a strap if you like. Now, we're just warming up, so we don't want to go too far into a stretch for this, but you can always use a strap. You can also, if you like, and you want something a little bit more, use a resistance band, a fantastic prop, not often thought of in yoga, but perhaps it should be. Or you can just use the weight of your own torso. Again, reaching out with the heart, reaching forward. You might put your hands on your shins. You might grab the big toe. If you deepen during an exhale, you might grab the foot. Reaching forward with the heart and breathe. On your next inhale, rise back up, nice and straight, active through the legs. Exhale, bring the legs in. We'll put our props aside and we'll come up to table. For table, the back is flat, knees about shoulder width apart, wrists under the shoulders, and the inside of the elbow pointing forward. This gives us a nice, stable shoulder girdle to work with. Adjust your position as needed. From table, we'll take the right arm out in front of us, looking ahead and down. Take the left leg back, look ahead, toes to the floor, check that foot, knee to the ground, and down. We'll take the left arm up, out in front of us, and down. Take the right leg back, check the toes, and down. This time take the right arm and the left leg, reaching out long, fingers pointing forward, toes to the ground. Strong right leg, strong left arm, elbow pointing forward on that left arm. Hold. And down. Then we'll take the left arm and the right leg. Reach it out. Toes to the ground. Fingers reaching. Strong base leg and arm there. Elbow pointing forward on the right arm. Hold. And down. Take a break for a moment in child's pose. You can do this with knees wide or knees together. And come back up. Let's take that one more time. Right arm and left leg out. If you'd like a little more challenge, you take a half bow or keep it right here. You can even keep it at table. Bring it down. Left arm and right leg out. Or you can stay in table. Or you can take half bow. Now, if table is a little bit tough on the knees, there's a trick that you can use here. You just take your mat and fold it up for some extra cushion. You can even fold it more than once. And back to table. From table, we'll tuck the toes and push up into downward facing dog. Adjust the hands. Feet can be close together, or feet can be wider apart. You may need to walk the hands in a little bit closer or a little further. Adjust it as is right for your body today. You might pedal the feet. Get a stretch there in the calves and the hamstrings. Pressing in, hips high. Bending the knees any amount, but at least a tiny amount. From downward facing dog, you might want to walk the hands out a little bit. We're going to come into a high plank. Elbows facing forward, the inside of the elbows facing forward. Give a little push up and down. Untuck the toes and coming up into cobra. You might take just a little cobra, or you might squeeze the glutes and the thighs to protect the back and come up into a higher cobra. Whatever's right for you today. Exhale, lower down. One more time, inhale. Cobra. Glutes are strong. Exhale. And down. We'll put the arms back. Lay the head to one side. Take a breath. And on your next inhale, we're going to come into locust. Now the glutes and the thighs are going to be strong. The arms are going to go behind us, parallel as we look to the ground and lift up. You might lift a little. You might lift a lot. Hold. Breathe. Notice how we rock as we breathe. And down. Head to the other side. This time we'll bring the hands up by the shoulders. Fingers wide, pushing into the fingertips. Elbows right by the chest. And we'll come up for Sphinx. Similar to Cobra, but with a little bit more support. Again, come up as little or as much as you like. Glutes and thighs strong to protect the lower back. Breathe. and down. While we're here, let's bring the arms right under the chest. Make little fists, not too tight, and come up to a forearm plank. And down. Hands by the chest. Let's push up through high plank, back to downward facing dog, and pedal it out. If the heels don't come all the way to the ground, that's okay. If they do, that's okay too. On your next inhale, step forward, foot between the hands. Come forward for a forward fold. Hands can be on the ground or clasping the elbows, bending the knees any amount, but at least a little micro bend in those knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, arms out wide, and down to heart center for mountain. As we stand in mountain, feet might be closer together or shoulder width apart. Strong feet, active through the feet, strong quads, strong legs. This is an active stand. Abs are tucked in. Just recognizing where your body is and what it's doing. Grounding into the earth. Now we're going to open up, arms up, and open to the side for star. Adjust your position. Strong quads, strong glutes, active legs. Toes may be pointed out. If it's more comfortable, you might point your toes straight. But a little external rotation can be helpful here for balance. Arms out. Everything is strong and active, not a passive move. Breathe. On your next inhale, bring the arms up. You might want to widen the legs a little bit and come down for goddess. Again, an active move. Strong, pushing the knees out. Use a chair. If this is challenging, you can sit on a chair and still get a very nice goddess pose. Looking for about a 90-degree angle in the knee. Hold. Breathe. Your next inhale, come up, back to star. Hands on the hips. Adjust the feet. For this next move, you might want to angle the toes in just a little bit. On your next exhale, hands on the hips. Reach the heart forward, forward fold. A little or a lot. Feeling it in the hamstrings. Active through the legs and the back. Reaching with the heart. Breathe. Let the exhales take you a little bit deeper. You might support yourself with your hands or even hands on blocks. Whatever's right for you today. On your next inhale, root the feet down. Strong feet, strong legs, and rise up by pushing the feet out. On your next inhale, bring the arms out and behind for a bind, clasping the hands together and back of you. If this is too much strain on the shoulders, just take hands at the waist again, or hands to the sides. On your next exhale, reaching the heart forward and down. Maybe bringing the hands up. Again, do not overstrain the shoulder here. A little or a lot. Active legs. Reaching to the ground with the heart. Breathe. On your next inhale, push out through the feet to rise up and back to star. One more forward fold. From here, take the arms up, reaching forward with the heart, hands to the ground or hands on blocks. Try it both ways. Plant your left hand right under your nose and take the right arm up for a twist. Breathe. Maybe looking to the ceiling, maybe not. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Now the right hand goes under your nose. And the left arm comes up for a twist. Bending the knees at least a tiny, tiny bit, little micro bend, maybe a lot of bend, maybe a block. Notice the difference between the left side of the body and the right and how this pose feels. Just noticing, not judging. We are natural bodies. We are different from the right to the left. Bring the hand down, hands to the hips. Again, push the feet out to rise up. Back to star. Toes pointed out, nice and strong. Tight quads, tight glutes. Strong pose, not passive. Breathe. On your next inhale, close it back up. Point the right toes back to the front and close it up for mountain, hands to heart center, and adjust your position. Again, mountain with strong legs. Again, we'll take a little step back to give ourselves a little bit more room to the middle of our mats. We'll take the right leg, bring it up straight in front of you. Bring the knee up for a hug. Maybe out to the side. Maybe behind us for a stretch through the quads. And then we'll take that right foot and place it on the inside of the left thigh for tree. Now you can go higher up like that. You can go just right, toes on the ground with the right heel at the left ankle. You can put the right foot on the left calf. Bring it as high or as low as you want, but not at the knee. We don't want to see that. So we'll bring the right foot to the left thigh, pushing through the left foot for stability, grounding the left foot into the ground, push into the ground, hands to heart center, maybe hands up or out. Find your tree. For extra challenge in this balance, you might try a little rotation to one side or the other. Moving the arms any way you like. And let that right foot down. Shake out the left leg. And we'll take the same sequence on the left side. Grounding the right foot, active toes. We bring the right leg out straight. Bring the knee up. Maybe rotate it out. Back in front. Behind for a little stretch through the quad while we're here. Anytime you feel off balance, push that right foot into the ground. For extra support, you can do this with a chair, holding on to the back of the chair. And now bring the left foot either to the right ankle, the right calf, or the right thigh, not at the knee. Strong right foot grounding into the earth, hands at heart center, or hands up or out. Grow your tree. Noticing the difference between the right side of the body and the left side of the body with this pose. Breathe. And bring the left foot down. Shake out the right leg. And we'll go back to the top of our mat. In mountain. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or float back through plank into downward facing dog. Take the feet a little wider, and we will come down into table. From here to an easy sit. And then lying down. From here, we'll come up into a half boat. Extend the legs. You can hold behind the calves, behind the thighs, or the toes if you feel ambitious. Breathe. Lower it down, not all the way. Hold. Breathe. Roll it back for a crunch. And down. Again. Grab behind the knees and come up for a half boat. Extend the feet for a full boat. Lower down halfway. Roll back. Crunch. And out long. One more time. Grab behind the knees to come up for a half boat. Extend the legs for a full boat. Halfway down. Roll back for a crunch. And out long, maybe stretch, arms overhead. And back to Shavasana. From here, we'll bring, try that again, bug. From here, we'll bring the legs up straight. Now you can put a block underneath the pelvis, but that might actually make this move a little bit tougher. So instead, you can bend the knees any amount. As usual, always at least a little bit. This time we want to push the feet up to the ceiling for a reverse sit-up. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a pause here and crunch it in. Hug those knees in, bring the head up. Hold. Relax. And again. Feet up. Hands to the mat. But don't use your hands to push the feet up. Just use the lower abs. 3, 4, 5. 5 more. And bring it in for a crunch. Feet down, rest for a minute. And one more time. Feet to the ceiling. Last round. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going for 10. 2 more. And crunch. Let the legs down. All the way. Arms up overhead. Give those abs a little stretch. And arms down to the sides. From here, we'll take an inversion with bridge. You can support this with a block under the pelvis. Legs come up. Heels about 6 inches away from the pelvis. Closer or further away, adjust it as is correct for your body today. And we're going to push the hips up, tucking the shoulder blades underneath. Hands can be at the sides, clasped behind, or resting on the hips. You can support your bridge with a block underneath. You can try different heights of your block for a bridge that you want if you want to support it. And let's enjoy this inversion for some breaths. Breathe. Adjust your props as needed as you hold this position. You might go higher or lower. Keep it comfortable. We'll remove our props and come down, bringing the knees up. Hug the knees. Maybe bring the head up. Maybe bring the knees to the sides. Maybe rock, hugging the knees, rocking the hips back and forth. Giving the lower back a bit of a massage and a chance to come back to neutral. And back. Lying flat, legs straight, arms straight at your sides. From here, we'll bring the right knee up. Hug the knee into the chest. Maybe take it wide. And bring the right leg over for a twist. Right arm is out to the side. Left arm can be out to the side or on the knee. Looking to the right. Bring that leg back up. Bring both knees up, hug. And we'll take the right leg and cross it over the left. Grab behind the left knee and pull in for a figure four stretch here. You might use the right elbow to push the right knee out a little bit. And release. Hugging both knees in. Now we'll let the right leg go long. We'll keep the left leg in. Hug the knee in. Maybe a little wider out to the side. And let the left leg come over to the right for a twist. Left arm on the ground. Right arm either on the ground or on the left knee. Maybe looking to the left. Breathe. Bring the legs back up. Hug both knees in. And we'll cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Grab behind the right thigh and pull in for a figure four stretch. Release. Hug both knees in. And send them out long. Arms up overhead for a stretch. And back down by the side. Coming into Shavasana. Shoulder blades tucked under. You might like a pillow or a bolster under the knees for comfort, or under the head, or nothing at all. Legs can fall to the sides a little bit. Hands can be at your sides or resting on the belly. This is your time to integrate your practice. What you noticed today. What came up for you today. When you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Remove any props or pillows. Maybe roll the wrists and ankles. Start to move the arms and the legs. Maybe take the arms up for a stretch. And roll over to one side for a rest. Just a moment while you get your bearings. Extend the top leg out and push up to a seated position. Thank you for joining me today. The love and the light and the teacher in me honors that in you. Namaste.